Okay, yeah. So I was looking at some chicken breasts, and they were like so thick, so I knew the chicken was like,
Big one.
a huge one that probably like, because when they make chickens, they want to make them bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So there's more chicken and all that. So like when that happens, it's like, they're like these chickens, they can't walk around.
No, I know. It's
like,
literally bad.
They get up, they fall over, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's not great. So like I realized that, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to eat these chicken. Like I feel bad for like I'm not gonna buy this type of chicken again. But like I totally ate it. I still did.
Yeah,
like you feel bad for him, because you don't want that like type of stuff to even like happen at all, or because it's bad. But like, how else am I gonna live?
No, you can't. I mean,
Wouldn't
you go vegan.
Yeah, but nah.
Well, there's actually new studies that are like the next route to take for like consumption of food is gonna be bugs, because they're rapidly produced, right?
Wow.
There's farms. Fuck no, they wouldn't do that. Well, actually, some people already have. People already have.
That's not that crazy.
Well, yeah, and also you look at China.
Plenty
You're gonna make fun of Chinese culture right now?
Yeah, plenty of cultures eat Chinese.
Yeah,
plenty of cultures like will eat bugs. Like that's very. I mean, they're in like
not
whatever.
a
They're
delicacy,
insects.
really.
Yeah, exactly. Like their life just the same as like chicken is, just the same as like vegetables are.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a crazy concept. I mean, they have as much protein as you need, so it's like it's literally good for you. But it's kind of a concept where you're like, you have to get over the fact that it's like a bug, and then it comes from like shit.
Dude,
I
I get that with shrimp.
Dirt.
Really?
Yeah, because the first time I saw a shrimp, it wasn't. I didn't eat a shrimp first. I saw a shrimp first. So like, I was at the Atlanta like aquarium, and I was looking at these like they had just shrimp. They are out and around. You weren't supposed to touch them. I touched them, but like so they were swimming around, and I was just like, oh, poke, and I realized how hard it was, and I was like, ew, like this thing's like a bug.
Yeah, literally.
Like this thing looks disgusting. And then I like took a bite of shrimp like a year later. I was like, this is gross. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's like you kind of like look at something and you're just like, oh, I don't know if
once
I
you see something
that.
living the way it lives, you're just like,
yeah,
I put that in my body.
I don't
Why?
want to eat that.
Literally.
Like plenty of people eat cicadas.
Yeah.
Plenty of people eat cicadas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You give really weird face for that.
Yeah.
No, I like those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
They're
she
cool.
plays with them.
You play with them?
Okay,
How's
not
that
now.
work?
When I was younger.
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't like torture them, did you?
No.
No, she literally.
No, my grandpa would like take us into the woods, and we would do like bug hunting, but like nothing was hunted. They were
Right.
all
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but we would just like take them and then watch them hatch or whatever they do when they come out of their shells.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
My thing with bugs was always like, well, okay, so like we had some fireflies obviously all around here,
Yeah.
so I'd catch those, and you kind of want to keep them, but like I didn't understand what bugs ate. Stupid. Anything. They'll eat anything that I can eat. Yeah, because I was like, what do bugs eat? So I just grabbed some leaves and threw them in there, and then they die.
Huh.
So they didn't eat the leaves. So it's like, I could have just like thought of like just thrown a tomato or like a grape or just like anything in there, but like like. I just didn't make that connection that like and that speaks a lot to either I'm a dumbass or society didn't teach me well.
Didn't teach you. Hey, you can't do that.
Yeah, for real. No, it was not like can't do that. It's more just like that they didn't like. I couldn't even think about what they ate. I was like, dude, I don't know what bugs eat because dogs had dog food, cats had cat food. What's bug food?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it's just food.
It's crazy. Dog food apparently. So what? My dad, he went to the vet the other day. And he was like talking to the vet, and he's like, "Well, we have this type of dog food." And he goes, "No, like you can't be giving your dog food in reality." And I was like, "What?
Yeah,
like,
man.
What do you mean?" And apparently,
It's garbage.
Yeah, it is. It's literally terrible.
You wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, no, and not only that, but it's like it's the reason it's so bad for dogs is apparently it's heated up so much in a way that like there's chemicals that form, and like I mean it's the same thing. Like say if you heat it up like a tin. Or like a teapot, for example, like to the point where it's like almost melting, then obviously some of the chemicals from the teapot is gonna go into the water, and it's gonna be eventually dangerous for you.
That was a lot of problem with like people who were like vaping and stuff because when they got to the end of the thing, they were just smoking metal.
Exactly. Yeah, literally. Yeah. It's oof. Vaping. Bad.
Our generation got screwed with that shit.
Yeah, they
I mean,
kinda-
at least we weren't swept into the idea that it was healthy for us, like people thought about with smoking.
Yeah, with like cigarettes and stuff.
It's
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God, no.
they were just like feeding soldiers cigarettes.
Yeah, literally.
Damn.
That's so bad.
that
Oh my
that
God.
does suck. How far we've come. We just decided to sneakily advertise to children now.
Yeah, because even with the whole camp. I mean, did you ever have a? We had like a class. I don't know. I don't remember when.
What class?
Where we were like we were like taught like how maybe it was psychology. I think it was psychology. But like they were back then they were like showing all the advertisements, and like a lot of them were for children. So the children would like grow up being like,
Yeah.
oh, it's okay to smoke.
Yeah.
So then they have new consumers once the old ones die.
Dude, people have been thinking like that forever.
Yeah, it's crazy, literally.
Like I was never taught that like that was something until then.
Yeah.
Which I'm really glad I was taught about that. But like a lot of people don't get taught that stuff.
No, they
You know,
don't.
that was an elective. That wasn't
Yeah.
something we had to learn.
No, literally.
That was
an
something that we
elective.
should have known as soon as we came out of the womb.
Yeah.
Like people are always gonna try and trick you.
Yeah.
Like all the time. They're gonna do things in whatever way they can to make money, which
Yeah.
is difficult.
Yeah, it's screwed up, but I mean, it makes sense in the term, I guess. Like if we had I don't know, if there was a structure, like if we controlled people, then they would like, I guess, be fine with it until they weren't. I don't. It's so weird. Like life is
I don't know what you mean by that.
like say we were taught to like get to a certain point and being like, all right, that's enough. You don't need any more.
Like
Then-
with knowledge.
No. With
with
physical,
anything.
like yeah,
Okay,
objects
so
or
like with food or like
with food.
Yeah, that would hurt capitalism quite a bit.
Exactly,
wouldn't
it would. Yeah, no, because people are always gonna want more, and then we
Actually,
it's crazy because we throw away so much food too.
Yeah, it probably would help people more. Let's be
Yeah.
real. I think that it would definitely I think people being allowed to or being taught how to reach that point to where they're actually like, you know, healthy mentally and physically, like to where they can put things down and they can like learn how to do things in moderation, all that. Like you learn when you can eat bad food. You learn when all that stuff instead of just being told you can't. Or like even like with the whole like safe sex thing, like that was taught back like when I was taught about sex, I asked what a condom was, and then I was told what the Catholic Church stance on a condom was. I
Yeah.
still didn't know what it was.
Yeah, you're just
you
saying,
know?
well, what?
So it's like, you know, we don't teach kids like something that is like actually interesting because we want to pretend like they're not gonna ever need to use it.
Yeah, literally. Even though they're going to at
Yeah.
some point. I mean,
It's like
yeah.
no, keep going.
I know it's so crazy how like the Catholic Church used birth control too. It's like, well, we don't want a child to like come out in a bad situation. You know,
Yeah.
like if you like, if say two 16-year-olds like have a kid, it's like, well, we could have taught them no, either get birth control or we use condoms. Like that, none of this would have happened. They would either be able to date for multiple years, get to know each other, have build up their lives, and then be able to get pregnant and have a kid. But instead, like, they're 16 and pregnant, and then all of a sudden the kid's either going to be in a tough situation or they're going to be thrown into adoption or an orphan, which kind of sucks for them. So,
Do you know why they do that? You know why they came out of their stance to say, nah, I still don't think that's a good idea? Because they had an absolute stranglehold over people's personalities in that point.
That's
They
true.
knew that they could guilt people into thinking that sex is bad, and because everyone has sex, it's the
Yeah.
same kind of thing as like eating. You know what I mean? Like if you convince enough people that it's wrong, then I mean people are gonna actually think that it's wrong, and they're gonna feel bad about themselves
Yeah.
when they do it. So they were like, oh, people are finding a way around this,
Yeah.
because that like solved like. Because birth control takes out the whole thing with abortion. The Catholic Church stance on abortion with like,
Oh, exactly.
you're killing a life. You're not killing a life. If
Yeah,
you
no,
take
not
birth
if
control.
there's
You're preventing the whole thing.
yeah.
They're like,
Well, that's
you
bad.
cheated.
Yeah,
you
you're
cheated
cheating
us.
it in.
You got us.
Yeah.
We
I don't
like
like
it.
this. Literally.
It's stupid.
Oh, no, it's so dumb. Especially, Catholic Church irked me
Dude,
sometimes.
I don't want to
literally.
like okay, people are doing that now too all the time with political parties. It's not just the church.
Oh my God,
The
literally.
political parties are just as much a cult as the Catholic Church.
Dude, literally.
But like, think about it this way. I'm gonna call it the Republican side of things, mostly because like I kind of lean there. I'll be honest with
Yeah,
you.
no.
But talk about the vaccine. They were like, oh, I don't want these masks. I don't want to do masks anymore. This is stupid. COVID's not real. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. All this crap. We want things to open up. The economy's suffering. We get a vaccine. The vaccine's bad.
Vaccine, yeah, literally. I'm like, what do you mean?
It's like, no, we just did something to make things better. The vaccine's bad.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
want, like,
anti-vax now.
And I'm not gonna go around and say like whatever about the vaccine. You can think whatever you want. I'm not trying to sway any people anyway. But like that's just stupid.
That's
you know?
literally.
Like Fox News as a whole just like took the stance like, oh, the vaccine's bad now.
Yeah, vaccine's bad.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
no, literally.
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna get it until like a year from now, so they can like perfect it or whatever. It's the same thing with any product. You know, it takes a little bit of time to perfect it.
Yeah, I understand that entirely. And also,
but
it's
like,
you want to leave enough for the people who need it to get it.
Exactly, literally. I mean, I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. I'm not
the
gonna
people
need
that
it.
I'm not the people that we isolated for forever for.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, I mean, I would rather not have COVID, but it's also like once a vaccine comes out, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be ready. Like let's start like getting everyone going. And plus, I wear my mask and sanitize, so it's not like I'm one of those anti-maskers.
Don't worry, Brad, you're not cheating.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Of course not.
Caeley, what do you think about all this? Got any thoughts?
I mean, like from my parents, their perspective is just like my mom is she never wanted us to get like the flu shots or anything, like everything else like that. So I went to public school.
Okay.
I don't know if they make you take shots.
No,
for
they
private
don't.
school.
Not
Really.
really.
None?
Well, I think some. We had to get like
we had to get
measles.
the measles, the HPV, and like the what else?
I don't know. We had to get a couple,
Yeah,
but like, it was never.
You had to get
like,
HPV for
You had to
Catholic
get
school?
HPV.
Oh, I was just surprised.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, good. That's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're vaccinated? Nice.
Yeah, nice. Thank God.
Yeah, but my mom was like really against that, just the flu shot specifically. So now, like with the whole COVID thing, she's like, I don't know. It's like this fear. I don't know where it comes from.
I don't either.
But the rest of my family is like completely fine with it.
Yeah, no, they're like get the shot. Well, your Uncle John, he's pretty much like get the shot.
Well, he already has
he
it
already
since
has
he's
it
a
'cause
nurse.
yeah.
No, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny because like if people were really like, what are people scared about with the vaccine? They're scared about either it not working or they're scared about something being in it that they don't know about.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, let's say there's something in there that you're scared about that. If you're honestly worried about that, the vaccine isn't the way that they're doing that.
no, exactly.
That's not the means that they're going to go about it.
No.
Like they're going to go through like drinking water, or they're going to go through like some other crap. You know, they're not going to go through like, oh, some people who just might get a shot.
Yeah,
Like,
just only
like,
some
I know,
people-
like the
Yeah.
conspiracy theories are so interesting with like the chips and all that stuff. It's like,
yeah,
oh my
like
god.
I mean,
Yeah, how do you fit a chip inside that needle?
what would you even do with a chip? Like you're not that important.
Yeah, no, literally,
Yeah,
you are a
exactly.
number.
Yeah, for real.
Social Security, literally, you
Yeah.
are a number.
We are livestock to the government.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only reason they're even around is because of us in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like they really serve any purpose besides like I mean, there's some things that I want the government to do. I like firefighters. like I think
Yeah.
I think
I don't
that's
have a problem
I
with
think that's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be able to have my garbage picked up. That's dope.
Yeah.
But like, we don't need you doing all this extra shit. We don't need you
Yeah.
telling people like how they shouldn't behave. Like that's scary.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
like
scary.
any of that type of stuff. You
It's
should
like
be.
the police and stuff.
I'm not necessarily going at police. A lot of my relatives are police, so like I have a I like police in that sense because I know I know a couple of them. I also know some that I don't like, but like I mean more so with like politicians and being able to tell people what we can put in our bodies,
Yeah.
like that type of or do with our bodies or do with ourselves. My sister was talking about an ethics class. We took an ethics class senior year. She was talking about how they're talking about like assisted suicide. So people who are like, older, who want to die essentially, or they're very sick. They're just like, all right, this is it. I'm good. Like, why is that illegal? like,
I would want to do that,
Literally,
100%.
we were talking about that actually the other day.
I mean, yeah, I would. I don't want to really be that old anyway.
Yeah.
I'd rather just.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with death, and it's
Yeah.
stupid to think that you aren't allowed to take your own life. Like you can go out and buy a gun, shoot yourself in the head whenever the fuck you want to. So let's not pretend like you can't kill yourself.
Yeah,
But that's what we do. We just pretend that death isn't real, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, literally.
Are you afraid of it?
I'm not like afraid of it. I'm dying right now.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It's
Slowly.
just like the concept of nothingness doesn't really freak me out because if you go into a deep enough meditative state, I feel like you kind of hit it.
Yeah. It's like nothing. Yeah, no, you're just in your own, literally in your own.
I mean, if there's no
world.
consciousness, then what, like,
Well, there
nothing
is
matters.
consciousness.
Nothing
After
matters.
After death?
Well, there's consciousness right now, so why wouldn't there be after?
I don't know.
Just
I'm
as
not
it leaves the
religious.
body.
I didn't
That's
go to
fair.
like.
I'm not. I'm more. I don't know. I feel like I got a cool like cross between like spiritual and science going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think that, but I don't know. I think it's more of just like logically.
Logically,
It goes somewhere. It doesn't. Like it doesn't. It's not gone. Matter isn't or energy isn't created or destroyed. It just goes somewhere.
Well, it's not only that,
So-
but like the whole. I mean, I don't know where I read it, but I read it I think in a book, where it's like one of the reasons why like the universe was created is because nothing can like exist. Like because nothing can exist,
Everything
something
was
had
created.
to.
Yeah,
literally.
exactly.
So it's one of those concepts. So I feel
Yeah.
like after death, like either.
Remember that time I told you everything was nothing, and you're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like freaking out. I was having
It's
an
like,
awful time.
Yeah, literally.
But
like,
that's what I figured
that's-
out, and that's what
it's
that
like-
was bad.
Yeah, I know. I felt
bad
kind
at
of
that
bad. I
time.
was like, "What's going on, huh?"
Like I was just freaking out.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because nothing can exist, something has to, and as a result, like I don't know. I feel personally like after we die, maybe like there's another reality where it's either like a cycle where like we were born again, and then like it's just like a different timeline or something, or like maybe it's like a almost like a reincarnation thing. Because what else could it be? I mean, either that or like.
Well, isn't eating kind of like reincarnation in a sense? You're taking the energy and life from, like a chicken, let's say, keep on topic, and then it goes into me, and then it kind of becomes me.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, you're
that
like,
energy is transferred.
Yeah,
into
like
you.
you're not the same amount. You're not the same atoms that you were when you were born. Every
Yeah.
5 years, your entire body
is
is
completely
gone. Like
yeah.
it's totally gone.
Yeah, literally
So,
totally
like,
gone.
The only thing that's still there is what we would call, I think, is a spirit.
Yeah.
So like, that's not going anywhere in my mind.
Yeah, literally.
It leaves the body.
Yeah.
It leaves
It leaves the body.
Is I think the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's trapped there. 'Cause if it was trapped there, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I mean,
Maybe
I
someone
guess.
killed themselves.
I definitely think that like your consciousness stays with you after death. In what death is, I think it's gonna be dark. I think it's just gonna be black, and you're just gonna be there. But you gotta be able
that
to.
is terrible.
I know. But like you gotta be able to realize that it's not nothingness because you're still there. You are still in that moment. This is actually heaven.
Yeah.
It's all
Maybe.
about your mindset.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a time where I was just like in a, like kind of like a meditation thing, and sometimes when you meditate and you kind of like push like your eyes just a little bit, you can kind of like see some. It changes what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And I kind of like got caught in like this thing where it was red, and I could see like diamonds kind of cut out, and it was like this. So like this was all black. I could probably recreate this. This was all black, and then it was red there, and it was just diamonds.
Okay.
And I was like, where am I right now? And I was like, this is hell. I was like, oh. And then I was like, it's like, oh my god,
Get out of here.
I'm in hell. But then I was like, wait a minute. I'm only in hell because I'm saying I'm in hell.
Yeah. So it's literally whatever you create of it.
Yeah, it's just whatever the hell you want it to be.
Well, yeah. No, so
if
if you
think
read,
if you think there's a God and you'll go, then you'll go to God. If
Yeah.
you don't, then I mean that's on you, man. Like
Yeah.
you choose what you want.
and it's so crazy because in reality, I mean, from what I read in college, I had to read the Bible over again, and in high school you read it and you kind of have an idea what's going on, but because someone's telling you, hey, this is what's going on, you're like, all right, that's probably it. Like
Yeah.
laziness. But in college, I literally had to read the Bible and transfer it over myself.
Wow.
And as I was
For
doing
what?
it, for theology, I had to do another theology like 300 class or whatever.
The Bible's a big metaphor.
Yeah, literally. Not only that, but it was like there's actually no such thing as hell. Like
Yeah.
I literally
the
came to
Catholic
the
Church is
conclusion-
coming out and saying that now.
Yeah.
Like they've been saying that there's no such thing as hell.
Yeah, and I'm like,
they made
"What?"
that shit up to make people think that there's a hell and
Yeah.
feel guilt. That was it.
Yeah,
It was
literally.
fake.
I was like, what's going on?
It's like Santa.
It's like-
It's crazy to me
Oof.
that
You're a little shed.
Santa's not real.
no.
No,
We're
keep
having an
going, keep
argument
going.
about Santa because
oh
No, you go.
no, I just think it's like Santa. It's crazy to me that you guys had to like read the Bible in high school because I went to a public high school.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
was
say.
like not included at all. Nothing about religion at all.
Praying every day.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
the
That's
praying
insane.
every day was something. It's like the whole thing we were talking about earlier, how it was like if you force somebody to do something.
Yeah,
They're not
then
gonna do
not
it.
gonna do
Yeah,
So
impossible.
like for you, just prayer for us is a fucking chore. I don't know if it is for you. Like
I've-
in that sense.
She
Did you?
doesn't.
Did
I
you grow
literally
up,
don't
like-
even. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not religious at all.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
Greek Orthodox.
All right,
Technically, I don't practice.
fair enough.
But yeah, I don't know. The like idea of religion is like Santa to me. It's like a bunch of people came together and they were like, "This is how we're gonna control the masses. This is like we're gonna say if you do these bad things, this is what's gonna happen to you."
Yeah.
So it just like felt like a controlling
No,
thing.
that's literally like
to me.
Santa, because it's literally like, oh well, if you don't do this, you're literally not get your
you won't
present,
get your presents.
aka heaven.
But you're always gonna get your presents.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get presents anyways. It's like, all right, well, shit, might as well, live your life, do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of like that too, but it also kind of like freaks you out because if there's no hell, I mean,
What happens?
what can people? What did Hitler get away with? You know?
Yeah, not only that, yeah, literally, what the hell?
Yeah, was there even like, and I think that in this the thing that I just thought of, like in the sense that like it's sitting there, he has to sit there and think about like those people that he just sent to where he is right now.
Yeah.
You know, like how much pain and suffering you create just to go there. But then again, also when you die, like whatever.
Yeah, what happened? He might literally be like just chilling, being like, all right, well, I literally changed the world. Or he might be like, well, fuck, I did a terrible thing. You know, we never know because we can't see inside his brain, so it's like it's kind of screwed up.
I don't. So you think consciousness, like that's gonna carry on, like after your body, but I don't know. Like I feel like once you die and your brain activity stops, I just can't imagine anything, like going on after that. I feel like it's just literally nothing.
Well, it leaves. Your soul leaves.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but who's to say
else.
like the soul is even a thing?
Me.
I think
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's all it is, man.
Is it scary to think that there's literally nothing? There's no soul that doesn't exist. We're just like. So animals. I don't know anything about the Bible, also. So
Okay.
I should probably read that.
It's not that great.
But yeah. So like for animals, what does it say about that?
See, that's a question that a priest would normally ignore.
Really?
Yeah, they don't answer those questions. They'll either say no or they'll just ignore it.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't even know, because with animals, it was a lot of like they had feelings, but they weren't able to like. They didn't have the amount of almost headspace that we do. So like technically, they're just like another like leaf or tree or something that you could just cut down.
That's also a bad way to look at it.
Oh,
too.
it is a terrible
It's
way to look at it.
disrespectful as all hell.
Yeah, literally. But that's kind of what I was told. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, all right, like I guess that's what it is. Or that's what it has to be, at least, in a way. But also the fact that literally, like, if animal, I don't know, like you saw that there was like this dog that was had this like layout.
Oh my god, I never sync the audio. Sorry, keep going. It's fine. I can do it whenever, actually. So we're totally good. Keep going.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, oh
Shit.
no!
I'm gonna have
Do
to
this
write
all
that
over
down.
again.
I am so far into this. All right,
Yeah.
like an hour 15. Fuck.
Yeah. Whoops.
No, keep going. We're totally good.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this dog that had like a layout of like all these like words and stuff, and one of them was help and like. What was it
Are you
like?
talking about Bunny?
Yeah, Bunny. So this dog was literally like
It's
staring
a
at
TikTok
itself.
thing.
Yeah, it's a TikTok
You
thing.
wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Oh my god. Wouldn't get it. But so Bunny the dog was staring in the mirror and like, who is this? And it literally goes, who is this? And then the owner goes, that's Bunny. You're Bunny. And the dog looked in the mirror again, but this time it was like one of those things where it's like changed and it was like, help. And it literally put on the button that said help. Because it literally had a self-realization type of situation.
Yeah. So basically, the owner is teaching like her dog language.
Oh, this is real.
Literally,
This is
it
like
was
a real thing.
yeah.
So like through these little push button things, she's like teaching the dog language. And this is like, I don't know how far into it, but the dog like realizes that the dog is a dog.
And that
who
the
the dog
human's a
is.
human, Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Planet of the Apes type.
Yeah,
shit.
literally Planet of the Apes type of thing.
Whoa,
It's crazy.
that's incredible.
Yeah, I know.
I feel so bad for that dog because it won't ever be able to understand.
It will literally
'Cause
just be like,
I mean,
I'm a dog, I'm different.
It lost its innocence
yeah.
in that
Yeah.
moment. It took the bite from the tree of knowledge.
Literally.
Like,
Oh my, yeah, no, I could not imagine. Like, imagine, like, being, like... It'd be, like, almost as if like, a mirror lied to you, like, about what you look like. And then,
It totally could be.
And then, that's true, it literally could.
yeah.
And then you, like, saw the actual true self, and you were like, yeah, I don't know, some, like, crazy, weird spiritual thing instead. Or, like, maybe, like, you had horns or something. You're
Right.
like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I've had horns the whole time? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
So let me go back to the thing that you were asking me earlier. It was like, you said something about you're scared, or like, am I scared if there's like darkness or nothingness?
Yeah, no soul, just like you literally don't exist. Your consciousness is like nothing after you die.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like a body, and then once you're dead, there's no like nothing.
Does that scare you?
No, not at all. I feel
Bullshit.
it doesn't.
Bullshit. That scares every single person. That's what angst
How?
is.
How does
Everyone
that
has
scare
to deal with
anybody?
that shit, man. Like, that scares the shit out of me. Brad, does it freak you out?
Yes and no. Yes.
I mean, yeah, you want to put, like, okay, I'll go ahead and say I want to put on a brave face and all that. Like, I want normally if anyone asks me like a question like, do I fear death? I tell them no because it doesn't make sense to. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's fucking freaky.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you can't tell me that doesn't like the unknown doesn't scare you at all. Like, that's like such like a human. I think every single thing fears death because we have the survival instincts. We're supposed to live. That's all we do. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, but like, have you seen The Good Place?
No, I
Okay.
haven't, but I've heard good things.
Okay.
It was
Well,
you actually that told me that.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
Well, it actually has a lot to do with society, along with the fact. Yeah, along with BoJack. So BoJack, in reality, all of those. So the last seasons are about death and all that stuff, and how you have
Yeah.
to start over.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it was super interesting. But like, you have to die, and if it's nothingness, then so be it. It's whatever.
Yeah.
At that, when I die, it's gonna be like, well, because it's nothingness, I'm gonna be nothingness, so it won't even matter.
No, you see,
what I
I
think.
understand that, but like,
No, it's
it is
it's
scary.
scary.
It is scary.
Because you want to like have that like.
It is scary, but it isn't. It's what life is. It's what
Yeah,
life
literally.
and death are. It's scary, but it's not. It is what it is. It's
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's almost
Bullshit.
like an acceptance at this point, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like once you get to like further on in life, and you're like, well, shit, like
Yeah.
I've built up like this whole life, but for what? So unless you have like a
Nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's
unless
what
you
gives a
have, like,
meaning in the first
yeah,
place. Because if you had everything, like, who cares?
yeah, exactly. Then that's what the whole Good Place was. So like in the end, they got to heaven, and everything was amazing, and it was so amazing.
Oh, they weren't in heaven?
that
Oh, that makes
Yeah, yeah,
sense.
exactly.
That
Oh,
makes
spoiler.
sense.
yeah, spoiler.
Ooh,
whoops.
ooh.
So at the very end, they get to heaven, everything, and all the people in heaven were like, "Yeah, we've literally been doing this exact same thing for millions of years, and it's boring. Like it's literally like we don't want to be here anymore." So then that's the whole point of like the part of the psychology behind it, where it's
That's
like,
really well
death
done.
Is needed because of the fact that if you have the same thing over and over again, I mean, it'd be like eating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna get
wouldn't
tired
like
of it.
Yeah.
No matter how amazing it was in the beginning, you'll get tired of it, and you're gonna want to change, or you're gonna want something different.
Well, yeah, that's why people die.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine if you had to live forever? There's no way I'd want
No,
to.
I wouldn't want
Like, I don't want it to be, because I argue that it is scary, but I don't want to, like, you know, I'm
Yeah.
fully cool with it. Like,
Yeah,
I've
literally.
confronted it a couple times in that sense, but, like, yeah.
to. You
Because
know?
then it kind of leaves you with, like, the question of just, like, you know, what if?
Yeah. What if there's like just blackness, or what if there's just like, what if it's a literally reincarnation? You just live the life that you're living right now. Yeah.
Reincarnation sounds like hell. I don't know any life that's good enough that you'd want to like live it. Just
What? What do you mean?
okay. I'm happy, obviously, but like, can you? I don't know. Just living over and over, and imagine just like getting a worse situation.
That's fair.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, you don't want to live.
I mean, getting in a worse situation, yeah, that's not worth it. But I think it's more like, I think you're trying to purify your soul.
Yeah.
You know, because like if we make the conversation that like everything is, like, there's only one thing. You know, like everything is just the universe. We're
Yeah.
all the universe.
We're all the universe.
If you want to put it like that, we're all already dead,
Yeah.
and we're just living through that until we want to go up there.
Yeah, that, or we're living through the universe.
Because of its own creation or whatever.
Yeah, man, it's just lessons about everything and nothing at the same time. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's so complicated and so simple,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
like so people just like look at it and get so fucking scared.
yeah. Not only that.
There's
but
no
it's
reason
like,
to be.
No, there's no reason to be, and also the fact that we're animal. I mean, when it comes down to it, we're animals. Like
Yeah.
all we really need are food, shelter, like water, and then I don't know, something to pass the time. And that's literally what this is. That's what life is. Like literally, we just got lucky to the point where it's like, well, we have all this technology. We could have, for example, podcasts, or we could like play video games, or we could do, I don't know, play outside or climb trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, back then it was, you know, you had to survive.
You know, I just hope the sense of awe never leaves, like, our species.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as soon as we lose the sense of, like, this world is fantastic and amazing,
Yeah.
then it's no more.
Yeah,
you know,
there's no point.
in that literal sense of, like, just getting bored with it.
Mhm.
Like, what if people, like, what if the human species as a whole gets bored with it?
Yeah.
Like, what happens then? Is that when we, like, wreck ourselves, or, like,
Well,
I mean, what goes on?
Yeah, what was that one movie where? So basically, there's a movie where the person, like a scientist, found out what happens after you die, and everyone just started killing themselves as a result because of the fact that whatever was after death was better than whatever was going on now.
The Discovery on Netflix.
There we go.
That's
That's what
funny,
it was.
dude.
Yeah. So literally, like, and this other guy was like, "No, I've experienced death. That's not what it is." This other scientist.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like kind of this battle between them, almost, where they were kind of like, I don't remember the ending or at all.
I don't remember the ending. I think
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
I fell asleep probably too.
Goddamn.
Yes. But whatever the ending was, it was probably good.
Yeah.
So
It's probably good.
like, yeah. But it's so crazy because like that's literally what it is. Like we don't know what happens after death, and that's like what like kind of drives me to like be excited about it, but like scared at the same time. It's that
Yeah.
like sense of like the unknown, which is nice but unnice at the same time.
It's what drives me to like happiness or to like be happy, because I feel, I mean, I don't know. My first instinct in that is that it's literally nothing. So it's like I want to make this as like special as it can be.
Yeah.
Like while I have anything at all. Speaking of good Netflix shows, have you seen Midnight Gospel?
I was talking to him about that earlier.
Oh really?
It was
I feel like you'd like that.
the one that talked about like magic. That dude who was like, oh yeah, because they didn't explain that. There was one of the guys that was in that show that he talked to. He was the dude who like went to solitary confinement and got wrongfully accused
Yep.
of the
Oh
thing. Yeah.
I remember
He
that
was
now.
that was the pirate episode.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
I
he was
remember
trying to
that.
like escape.
Escape
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, that was good shit.
I didn't put two and two together.
Oh no,
when you guys
it
were
wasn't
talking.
that
Oh,
one.
never
It
mind.
was not that one. It was not that one.
Wait, they were in the jail cell?
No, it wasn't that one. He was a pirate. He was a pirate, and they were like, he was just messing around. It wasn't the one you're thinking of. I know the one you're thinking of. But that's not it.
It wasn't that one?
No, it was not that one.
Once we gotta look then.
I'll show you
Yeah.
later, but I'll throw something up on here. But like, that great episode, highly
Yeah,
recommend.
literally.
I recommend like everyone watch that whole series
I
because
know, it's amazing.
the way that it talks about death and the way that it just like kind of like calms people the fuck down, I think is just huge. Because once you realize that there's nothing to freak out about, you can at least chill a little bit. Yeah,
have peace.
sometimes you're gonna go ahead and lose your shit
Mhm.
because you're gonna understand that you don't know what's coming and you're gonna freak out. But then eventually you just kind of line back up, like after accepting that everything's fine, everything's gonna be okay,
Yeah.
because everything is gonna be okay. I had the funniest moment when it was like, I forgot where it was, but I was in this situation where I was kind of like, oh, what would happen if like I was getting like tortured or whatever, you know, like that kind of thing. It's like, what happened if like that happens? Like, okay, so it would be really bad, really bad, and then I die. And then I was like, oh shit, that's it.
Yeah, literally, that's all that happens.
It's like,
with that.
oh, I understand. It's just for it to happen
Yeah.
because it has ending. It has meaning. It doesn't like that. You need that in order for it to like even matter in the first place. You know, you can't just like if you lived forever, eventually everybody would just kill everybody else.
Yeah. Not only that, but it would just that wouldn't have.
It would literally be no meaning at that point because
Yeah.
of the fact that we have death. That's the reason why life becomes actually special,
Yeah, exactly.
and the fact that like, I mean, it's literally what you make of it in life.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you do, you have to do it now, or you have to do it like. You have to have goals. That's why the whole process of goals is also really nice because you're at least you're gonna be able to do something and be able to like think about, hey, in order to achieve this goal, I have to have work hard or whatever, like do the whole process to be able to get to that goal, and making that goal happen is what brings your life meaning. I mean, if your goal was literally just to like for example, just play video games all day or something.
I mean, you're gonna get
Like,
bored of that really quick.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get bored. I mean, you'll play video games.
You'll set a
but-
goal to reach a certain level, and then you'll hit the level, and you'll be like, I don't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah, literally. It's like, well, shit. Now I could do another game maybe, or I could do something else. You know, instead of just sitting down.
Mhm.
Because even sitting down, like I remember, like at Divider, just sitting down for 8 hours, I'd be like, all right, get me up somewhere. Like, let me do some activity or something. So I
Yeah.
could, like, just get out of here.
I don't like that with school. I feel like
No.
just keeping somebody like sitting down, especially for like people like us who have the. I mean, again, I don't have ADHD, but like the
The, like,
constant
yeah,
like,
constantly
need to look
to-
at something.
Yeah.
It's like or think of something frequently, like that will that just gets like you're it gets ignored. Like like I'm not good at sitting down and just like listening to somebody talk.
No.
Like that's not how I learn.
Especially if the person's boring or doesn't know what they're talking about, then it's like, well,
Yeah,
why
and
am I
if he
even
doesn't
here?
care about me either, I really
Yeah.
don't care.
No, literally. That's a problem with a lot of teachers. Like, if you have a teacher who really cares, it's nice, but, like, they also have to make the class not boring. They have to make the class kind of fun, entertaining. So, like, that's why, I feel like a lot of teachers suck, almost. And
A lot of teachers do suck.
dude, literally. And I feel like with this whole new COVID thing and the fact that you're able to, like, be online, I feel like teachers are going to have to be better, literally. Because if you have to sit down in your own bedroom and, like, stare at a screen with a teacher just, this is this, this is this, you're literally going to be like, all right, like, please fire them. I can go to another school, for example. I don't have to be paying or doing nothing.
You know what online classes might really do? They might just be able to change the supply and demand curves enough to where we actually have enough good teachers
Literally.
for the amount of people that want to learn.
Exactly.
Because at this point, we don't have that. Like, there aren't enough good teachers. We have a shortage, and so, like, the demand for teachers is so goddamn high that, like, there's no way we could ever reach it.
No.
So, if we just find a way to mass produce a class and get it to people, that's actually, like, a good way to learn.
Yeah,
We
literally.
we can teach people a lot better.
Oh, not
There
only...
was a
no.
little bit earlier, like a long time ago on the podcast, like episode 3. That I made it kind of far, haven't I?
Literally.
But like, I talked to my buddy Sam about like I totally think that education is going to go towards virtual reality. Like I don't
Really?
see why
I can
it
see
wouldn't.
that.
So interesting.
Well, there was actually a teacher who did that. They were like, they had the Oculus and stuff, and they were like teaching via like the VR set and
But
stuff, and they had the pencil and
Think
stuff,
about
and they were
how many other ways technology is going to be able to make us so smart.
literally. It's
We're
gonna
gonna be so good at what we do.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Especially with I had to do a class of simulations and stuff, and we had to create a bunch of simulations. So cool. Literally, like all you have to do is like you create your simulation, and all you have to do is like change one entity, for example. Like say that entity was like, a person like sits on their phone for 5 minutes every day. Well, you have to like change it to like person sitting on their phone for 5 minutes, and like you could literally create a simulation to like exactly like to like show what's gonna happen. And I think like they could like I feel like the education would go that far,
Okay.
pretty much, like simulating how a kid could learn, basically.
I mean, here's the thing: you give anything enough time in the universe we live in, where time is supposedly infinite.
Yeah.
So like you give us enough time to get there, and it'll happen.
Absolutely.
It's never a question of if it'll happen. It's always a question of when.
When? Yeah. Literally.
Because I mean, think about it even this way. Like a lot of info has been coming out about UFOs and stuff recently, and a lot of people have been talking about aliens a lot. So if the universe is infinite, then there's an infinite amount of aliens who have already existed and probably exist right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
And there's an infinite amount of aliens that will exist in the future.
yeah.
We are in the middle.
Yeah, we're in the middle. We're in
So,
right now.
because we don't know about aliens right now, it just like I mean they if we're playing the infinity game, they exist. They're right here.
Yeah.
They've definitely had because of like relativity and all that stuff.
It has to exist.
It could have like isn't it possible theoretically that like time could even like be so fast on one planet that they just have already surpassed us in technology?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
yeah, so
That's what
like-
happened in Interstellar.
So like if that's possible,
Yeah.
then like then aliens are real.
Aliens have
Like
to be
it's
real.
not
Yeah.
even like a question, like it's of course they are. Like it's got to be real.
Well, okay, have you seen Interstellar, right?
Yeah.
Remember that one planet that he was on where he like aged every 10 seconds was like 50 or a couple hours or whatever
a
on
lot
Earth?
of time on Earth.
Yeah, literally. That's literally probably what's happening. There's some planet that has so much gravitational pull that it's evolving faster.
Yeah.
And that's why stars, for example, in different galaxies explode much faster than what our star is, because the gravity inside our star is a lot less than others.
I mean, I think at this point, if you don't believe in aliens, like, you just
like-
don't want to.
Yeah, you just don't want. It's like, no, God created. No, He created
it's
the
not
universe.
Even, it's not even
but
about
it's like,
that. Like,
yeah.
it's like God could totally still exist if aliens exist. Like,
Yeah,
come
literally.
on.
Oh,
if
absolutely.
anything, we should just talk to them about what they think God is, and we could have a better understanding of what the fuck happens.
Yeah, literally. No, exactly.
Which I'm pretty sure is what we're supposedly doing with aliens, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, apparently, the new COVID bill or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that about the 180 days.
180 days. CIA has to release everything they know about UFOs. in
Not, is
180.
it everything? I don't think it's everything they know. There's
I thought it
no
was
way.
everything.
Because if it's everything they know, we're about to find out a lot of shit
I
that people are somewhat not ready for.
I thought I remember being everything. I don't know. If it is everything, yeah, just look it up real quick. If it is everything, that's gonna be so much stuff.
I mean, yeah, people are going to lose their minds when, like, it's going to be funny, too, that it's our country that's kind of, like, delivering the news to the world, in a sense. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool
literally.
to be a part of that, I guess. But, fuck. Fuck. Making that public knowledge is going to shake so much stuff up. Because, like, you talk to some people about it, and it's, like, they're just so, like, they just, I mean, they're interested in talking about it. I'm glad that you feel like if you say like, oh, aliens exist, you don't go to like a psychiatric hospital anymore. that was stupid. Like,
Do you think it's like a religious thing, and that's why like people refuse to believe in these?
no, I think it's more of a control thing.
Well, it's also like a special thing.
If you tell everyone that, oh no, there's other life out there, it's like, well, we're not that special.
Actually, yeah, because it will kind of fuck up religions, because like with how people want to control others, aliens existing would kind of like explode a lot of religions. So I'm sure that there's got to be some type of influence from every which way, because like, I mean, I don't know, cause I was thinking about it one day. I forgot how I came to the conclusion that like people are gonna start disbelieving religions when they find out aliens are real. But it's like there's a lot of stuff that we've been lied to about, and that's gonna be made very clear as soon as people say aliens are real.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah.
No, it's all.
Oh, what?
It's
It's
everything.
everything?
It's everything.
It's everything?
Yeah, that we think we know about UFOs.
Yeah, wait, who
So-
regulates that though? Who's
Yeah, but
gonna, like,
we think
make
we know
sure
about
that they do?
UFOs. It's not about alien extraterrestrials. I
sure.
still think we're gonna get blue balled here. I don't think we're getting aliens.
No, I don't think we're gonna get aliens. I think it's gonna be everything unidentified. So anything can
Dude,
be unidentified.
They've just been UFOs is different than what we call UFOs now. It's
Unidentified flying
they should
object.
make it. No, it's not. It's not that anymore.
No?
They changed the name because people were looking up UFO too much, and then they were seeing a bunch of results. They changed it to like, I forgot what it was, but it was like AF something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
UAP,
Maybe what's that? What's it stand for?
more commonly known as UFO. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
UAP.
Okay. Then never mind then. But yeah, man, like, I totally feel like this is
We're
like
gonna get
such a
blue-balled.
big deal that's happening, but
Yeah,
no one
no
wants
one-
to talk about it because everyone's too damn scared.
Yeah, because once it gets released, it's out there for the world. So like, no matter what happens,
It's funny
gonna
too because
be-
a lot of people are gonna think like, oh, that means that they're gonna attack us. It's like they would have already done that.
yeah, we would be dead right now.
Already done that.
Not only that, but like, people are probably also gonna be scared. Like, oh my God, there's gonna be new diseases. Yeah, like we did that to the Native Americans. Like,
Coronavirus?
obviously, yeah,
Coronavirus?
Corona, literally.
Dude,
So-
that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If we want to put tinfoil hats on, what if the coronavirus is just an alien disease, and that's why they did it?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that'd be crazy. Well,
That'd
that's
be
actually
I forgot where I read it, but octopus are actually like
apparently they came from space or something. Like it was a space parasite.
Like actually?
Yeah, literally.
Like for real, you're for sure. Like that's like a sure.
I'm
thing.
like 90. Let me check. Yeah, let me
I've
Google back
heard
up.
that before.
You
I've
have?
heard it
Yeah.
before.
No, because it's literally like apparently it was like a parasite that invaded like the squid, and like that's why they're able to have camouflage now. Articles like from 2018. It was a peer-reviewed scientific journal. They're
This is
referring to octopus as aliens in a metaphorical sense, but
Oh, okay. Then never mind then.
the fact that I forgot. I think it was 7th grade. I remember reading an article that literally was like, yeah, there's bacteria on this like this
Oh, yeah.
meter.
I saw that
yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, isn't that aliens?
Yeah,
Like,
like, is that,
literally,
like,
like,
environment?
yeah, literally.
Dude,
I mean,
remember-
we came from the little pig things.
Remember when we were? Yeah, we did. Do you remember
The
when
little
we-
bears.
Remember when we released that Tic Tac video, like of the UFO? That kind of just like, woo.
Yeah,
And not to mention Bob Lazar. You know who Bob Lazar is?
I do not.
He was a guy who supposedly worked at Area 51.
I do know that.
He
Never mind.
came out and said that they were working on aliens. The story was he went out and like took his friends and like caught video of it, but
Really?
they found him real quick. They didn't catch
Yeah.
on right away, but they went like a couple of weeks in a row, so they were getting cocky. So then they were
Probably
kinda
killed him.
caught. He went public.
Oh, he did.
He
So
went-
literally,
went public about
probably
it.
wouldn't be able to.
And then he's still alive now.
Ooh.
But like,
Not for long, though.
No. He's still kicking. He did this in the 80s.
Really?
happened a
He's
long
still
time
kicking
ago.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Good for him.
They made it. They
Yeah.
made like a documentary series about him, and then when they made the series, like when he was gonna talk about like this supposed like element that allowed for the engine to work for the UFO,
Yeah.
the flying saucer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because like he was gonna talk if he had some, because he may have had some. He was gonna come out and say it, and
Oh.
they left to go in the middle of the woods where there were no mics at all, like nothing.
Yeah.
And then the day later, his house got raided.
Yep. That makes sense.
Like,
come on,
like-
U.S. Let's
I
be
mean,
real
come
here.
on. Like, I mean, that stuff just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, it's also like it's like a journalism thing where it's like, well, the highest prize to be a journalist isn't whatever this actual like trophy is that you get for being a really good journalist. It's being killed by the CIA. That's the highest prize. Because if you dig deep
Yeah,
enough,
I
literally
mean,
like there's some sketchy stuff out
That's
there.
true. That's a yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
10%.
Not really.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep going for a little bit more. This one's also kind of low.
All right.
I don't want to end it on that because the last time I ended it on the CIA thing too. I'm not even kidding.
Literally, that's so funny.
A kid on here goes, "I think the CIA killed Kennedy," and then my thing started like falling.
Oh, it's like, oh well.
I was like, "Oh,
gotta end
the
it."
government, ah."
Oof. Yeah, government's gonna raid your house now.
Yeah. But like aliens.
Oh yeah, dude,
I'm-
literally
I'm-
have to exist.
It's not even. It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
If we're looking at this in a practical sense, like I feel like it just makes like I mean,
It's logic.
alright.
It's a logical
Like, alright,
sense.
yeah.
It has
From
to
what we
exist.
know about the world, alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No,
let's do it.
absolutely. I mean, not only that, but like, there's so many different animals. You really think that there's not another animal out there, and
Yeah.
it's somewhere else?
And let's also talk about if wormholes exist, then it's not even a question
Oh,
of how far
literally.
apart we are. So it doesn't even matter how frequent or
Yeah.
infrequent it is. We're gonna find each other.
Yeah.
And if space is infinite and we or even exist, that's enough to say that like, if we happen in space, if this happens in the middle of space, in certain places,
Yeah.
and we're pretty sure it can happen like again and again and again, it already has.
Yeah.
It's been
exactly.
going on for forever and infinite, like life is.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's just logical.
Well, that same thing with like, I mean, nerdy version, Star Wars, for example, a long time ago, galaxy far, far away.
What if that was
It was
our
in the
planet?
past,
Ooh.
or that. Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know what planet it would be, but
I don't know.
yeah,
We started the Empire. They punished us. They lied about who they existed.
that's
That's
true.
why we're here.
Yeah, we're still trying to find the lightsabers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We tried to make them, from what I hear. We tried making lightsabers.
Yeah, apparently like it's been made, but like
Really?
yeah, it's like a plasma sword,
oh, I
but
thought we
like
couldn't
it's
do it.
so tall that it literally like
It's like yeah.
goes all the way up to the ceiling or
That
whatever.
was
So
the
they have to
problem I
have
heard
a
about it too.
yeah. So
You
I feel
find
like they
kyber
couldn't.
crystals.
Yeah, probably. I mean, honestly,
No,
like
that's what they put in lightsabers. I'm kidding. It's
yeah.
fine.
Well, like, dude, low key, because the periodic table is not completely filled out
Oh,
yet.
yeah, of course not.
So like, there's
We can make more atoms.
Yeah,
Like,
we can still,
make
like,
as many
yeah.
as we want.
We've literally made some
Yeah,
atoms.
We made the one that I was talking about earlier, the 151. I think it's 151. God, I hope it is.
Yeah.
But it's one like if it's not 151, I'll throw it up or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But anyway, if it is one, like we made it.
Yeah,
we
we
made
made
it
it.
in the sweetest lab. We made it. It's proof. It exists. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's not like doesn't mean that it can be used to power alien spaceships or like
No.
spaceships in general. Because we
Maybe.
should say alien because we're aliens.
Yeah,
too,
we're
in that
aliens,
sense.
too.
Like, there's no such thing as an alien. It's just life.
yeah.
That's gonna be a derogatory term. Just you wait.
Yeah, literally, I know.
We'll find a way. Fuck. That's gonna be so irritating.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Same
till,
thing with like Native Americans and Indians. We still call Indians Native Americans.
Yeah, it's true. We'll be doing
Literally,
that.
we'll be
for a very
doing
long
that
time.
for a
We
very long
just
time.
changed the Redskins.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
so it's
as
like
a people, like we do this and we just changed the name.
Yeah.
It was pretty clearly
yeah,
offensive.
exactly. That was 1,000 years later.
Dude, you fucking try naming it. Try naming a team the Blackskins. Try naming
Oh my
a team
God,
the Whiteskins.
the Whiteskins?
Come on, man. Like,
yeah, no, there'd be riots
like,
everywhere.
It's not okay.
Literally.
Like that's not cool.
Yeah. I'm
Blackhawks,
surprised
I
that they
love
weren't like getting pissed off about it earlier, to be honest.
I think they were, but like
we
you
just
know,
ignored them?
we kind of already threw them into Oklahoma. Like,
Yeah, so you can't.
So that's kind of fucked up. I say we. I'm Irish.
I'm
do
Irish
dick.
too.
Yeah. My grandparents were immigrants. I'm chilling, actually. When you think about it.
Yeah, no, my parents weren't. My
What?
parents were there for most of it.
Ah.
So,
They were there for slavery.
yes.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. No, it's pretty bad. Especially because my parent, or I don't know, it was like my this is a story I've heard. I don't know if it's 100% true, but this is what I've heard. Apparently, like my great-great-grandpa, when he was in the Civil War, he like would take the guns from both the North and the South and sell it to both the North and the South. So like that's how he got a lot of the old money and stuff.
Dude.
And so it's literally like, oh my god.
So he was just run. Is that a war dog? I don't think that's the right term. But he just ran in there, just like grabbed weapons and then sold them back.
Pretty much, like
Dude, that's
probably
fucked up.
like had a cabin or something.
Just
Put them all in the back. It was like, hey, I've got weapons. Your weapons. Yeah, I'll sell them back to you.
Your family was just out here profiting off of the war.
Yeah, literally.
It's something the government
awful.
has been doing for years.
Literally, yeah, no. It's especially with oil now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I wonder what's gonna happen to oil. Like we're not gonna.
Well, we got the sun, right?
Yeah, we have the sun.
We already
have the
thought
wind.
of the idea of the Dyson sphere. Like we'll probably do that.
Yeah, well, something like
You know what
that.
it is? Okay, so it's like you put like a sphere around the sun, and then you take its energy.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, that's considered a Type 1 civilization. That is Type
You're
1.
right. I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that video.
Yeah.
I forgot where it is. It's on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I know.
It's like
I know where it is.
Kuskudnut. That was me pointing to it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I know. But that like we're not even fucking close. But we're not even close, guys.
No,
we're not
and
even fucking close.
We're still like we have
We're
all this technology.
babies.
Yeah,
we
we're-
still haven't figured out what death, like if how to like handle death.
Literally, I know exactly. We still have a concept of religion.
Yeah. Well.
So
Oh
that's-
no. Religion's cool. Organized religion.
Organize. Okay, there we go. There we go. Organized religion.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with organized religions.
No.
Anyway, we've been going for an hour and like 45 minutes. We gotta cut it. This thing's
Yeah.
gonna die.
All right.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
that thing's probably gonna die first.
Nah, this one's actually lower.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Cool.
And we ended on religion.